my grandfather told me people came from all over the world and made America great. So I said, if you're going to honor people, honor all people. Because God made everybody. You're not supposed to kill anybody. And then he said, if you like people and you want to help the world, take care of the environment, God-given environment, and take care of all people. Never pledge allegiance to any nation. That was a crossroads in my life. So when the time came, I refused to pledge allegiance to the flag. And the teacher grabbed me by the ear, really hurt me, and took me to the principal's office. And she said to the principal, he doesn't want to pledge allegiance to the flag. So the principal said to the teacher, you're excused. Soon as she walked out, he put his arm around me and said, everybody pledged allegiance to the flag, why won't you? I said, because everybody once believed the earth was flat. That doesn't make it flat. So he sat down and he said, what do you think of American history? Well, I said, I have to be frank with, can I be frank with you? He says, of course. I said, strictly BS. Bullshit, I meant. He said, what's the matter with it? Everybody in the history book does the right thing. They always say the right thing. And there's no such people. They seem artificial. In the real world, people made mistakes. They made decisions that didn't work. So the history book was too pat. It was too nice. Everybody did the right thing. Then he said, what do you think of our classrooms? Awful. Because the teacher used to say to me, that's not what I told you, but she never gave me information. And I thought that was bad. And so I played hooky a great deal. I mean, by a great deal for years. Played hooky for months in a row. But the principal, getting back to that stage, he said to me, so you don't like our history books, you don't like our instruction? I said, that's right. He says, you know, we have no place for you in school. I'm going to have to call your mother in. So he picks up the phone and he calls my mother. My mother came in crying. What did he do? He said, he didn't do anything, but he has an interesting mind. He says, I'm going to take him to a bookstore and buy him books he likes to read. Of my own money, not using the school money, and I'm going to rope off the back of the class and let him read what he wants to read, but I want him to report to me once a week as to why he was reading that book. One was Mind in the Making by James Harvey Robinson. The other was The Mechanistic Conception of Life by George Cryle. And I think I had difficulty with Chandra Bose. I had difficulty understanding it. But there were books on, not the tyranny of words, but how, I don't remember, it was a book on semantics, very crude. But I read those books and talked to the principal about what they meant to me. So he permitted that for 1.5 years, which is a long time. And then he died, and they took that privilege away. Isaac Bildersee, because he was very, very extensional. He said, what are you reading this time, and why? You know. And he just wanted to see what would happen if I did it on my own. He was curious. I don't think he ever talked at the Board of Education about that. I think he would have lost his job. I don't think he'd be allowed to do that. He was a middle-aged man. And there was a girl in the park outside of the classroom on a swing. And the teacher called Bildersee into the room. He said, look at that girl on the swing. And the girl on the swing had 4 boys pushing her, but they're touching her can when they were pushing her. And he walked out and he slapped her. And her name was Victoria, I remember that, and she became a prostitute because he kicked her out of school. He doesn't know what he did. Was he a nice guy? He was too poorly informed to be a nice guy. He was nice to me, but he couldn't be nice to any, because he didn't understand people that well.